Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a humble family. A hardworking father named David, his caring wife Emma, and their little son Kabir. Their home stood at the far end of the village near a small pond. It was a tiny clay house with a roof made of old bamboo and dried leaves. The walls had small cracks, and during the rainy season, the house often struggled to stay strong. But despite its weakness, the house was filled with warmth, laughter, and love. Every morning before sunrise, David walked to the nearby fields where he worked as a farm helper. Some days he planted rice seedlings in wet soil. Other days he carried heavy sacks of grain or repaired fences around the fields. The work was long and exhausting, but it helped him earn just enough money to keep food on the table. Emma took care of their small home. She cooked simple meals on a clay stove, fetched water from the village well, and sometimes helped neighbors grind grain or wash clothes to earn a few extra coins. Little Kabir was the joy of their lives. He ran through the village paths, played near the pond, and went to school with a small notebook and a curious mind. Life in the village was peaceful, but the monsoon season was always difficult. One evening, dark gray clouds slowly gathered above the fields. The air grew heavy and the wind began to blow stronger. The tall palm trees swayed loudly. Thunder rumbled across the sky. Farmers hurried back home, while cattle were quickly brought into shelters. Within minutes, the monsoon rain began to fall. At first, it was gentle, but soon the rain became heavy and relentless. The wind roared through the village lanes. Rainwater splashed against the walls of houses. Lightning flashed across the sky like bright cracks of light. Inside their small house, David closed the wooden door tightly, while Emma secured the window with an old cloth. But suddenly, drip, a drop of water fell from the roof. Then another. Soon the roof began leaking from several places. Emma quickly brought pots and metal bowls and placed them under the leaks. The mud floor slowly turned damp as the rain continued pouring outside. Kabir sat quietly near his mother, watching the water fall from the roof. After a moment, he looked at his father and asked softly, "Father, will our house always struggle like this every monsoon?" David looked up at the weak roof. The sound of rain echoed loudly above them. For a few seconds, he remained silent. His heart felt heavy, but he gently placed his hand on Kabir's shoulder and said, "No, my son. One day we will build a strong house that can face every monsoon storm." That night, the rain continued for hours. Thunder roared again and again while the family stayed awake, moving pots and bowls as water kept dripping from the roof. But while the monsoon storm raged outside, something powerful awakened inside David's heart. He realized that he needed to change their future. The next morning, the rain finally stopped. David stood outside his house and looked at the damaged roof. At that moment, he made a silent promise to himself. "I will build a better life for my family." Instead of only working as a farm laborer, David decided to learn brickwork and construction from a mason in the neighboring village. At first, the work was very difficult. His hands became rough from lifting bricks. His shoulders ached from carrying cement. Slowly, David became skilled at building strong walls and roofs. Villagers began calling him to repair houses and build new ones. Money slowly started coming in. Emma carefully saved every coin in a small clay jar, and Kabir studied harder than ever, dreaming about the strong buildings he would create one day. After more than a year of hard work, David finally saved enough money. With the help of neighbors, he rebuilt their home with strong bricks and a solid roof. This time, the house stood stronger than before. Months later, the monsoon season returned. Dark clouds once again covered the sky. Thunder roared. Heavy rain poured across the village. But inside their home, everything remained safe. The floor stayed dry. No water leaked from the roof. Kabir looked around the house and smiled brightly. Then he said happily, "Father, our house is stronger than the monsoon now." David looked at his family and smiled with pride, because he knew something important. The monsoon rains may come every year, but courage, patience, and hard work can build a future strong enough to stand through every storm. And if this story inspired you, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more inspiring stories.